Hello, I'm Mike Hartman. I'm the Fire Marshal for the City of Muscatine, and there are a few things I want to talk about today in regards to fireworks safety. Sometimes people ask about children in fireworks. We have to be very careful with children around fireworks. That's kind of a common sense thing. Unfortunately, about a little over 30% of the injuries we see with fireworks are to children. So how can we keep them safe? Well, first of all, young children, small children, should not be near fireworks at all. Older children, when you get to the teenagers, those kind of things, they can go ahead and participate, but please keep really close supervision for those children as well. Another thing that happens a lot that people don't think about are sparklers. Sparklers, when they burn, they can burn up to 1800 or 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. And with that, especially with a metal stick, it's easy to see how a child could be injured with a hot piece of metal. So you might say, Mike, what are some tips as far as shooting the fireworks off? First of all, have a nice wide area where everyone who's not actually lighting the fireworks can stand back so that they're at a safe distance. Another thing to keep in mind, please don't ever have the fireworks pointed at someone or a house, anything like that. That's one of the most dangerous things we can do with a firework. Another aspect of fireworks is put them on the ground and please light them from the ground. Don't ever hold a firework in your hand. That's how many of the hand injuries occur for people shooting off fireworks. Some people ask, hey Mike, when is a good time to shoot off fireworks? Well, obviously, please follow the local regulations regarding the days and times of shooting off fireworks. In Muscatine, historically, it's been July 3rd and July 4th. So please stick to those days. This year, especially, the police are stepping up enforcement of the fireworks regulations, and more than likely, if you do something that you shouldn't be doing, you'll have a police officer show up and knock on your door. Many times people like to have all sorts of fun when they're using fireworks. Please, if you have been drinking or under the effects of any drugs or alcohol, please stay away from fireworks and let someone else shoot them off. Sometimes we have fireworks that we go to light and they just don't work right. What should we do then? Well, first of all, don't try to relight any firework that did not work. Especially if you have any fireworks bought from stands in a year like this year or many other years where there's been a lot of rain, a lot of humidity. What happens is when those fireworks get wet or they get excessively humid, they just don't work right. So if you have any sort of dud like that, please don't try to relight it. Please go ahead and put it into a bucket of water. So that's another tip. Please have a bucket of water nearby when you're shooting off your fireworks. That way, if you have any duds or you have any fireworks that you've used, you can put them in the bucket. Or if you have any fireworks, you just decide, we're not going to shoot it this year, we're not going to use these, please put them in the bucket of water. What the water does is basically, it makes it so the fireworks won't work. Sometimes people ask about what kind of fireworks can I shoot off? Well, obviously you can use the ones that historically we've had in Iowa for years and years and years. Sparklers, snakes, popping caps, those kind of things. Those are all a low grade of fireworks. And then you go to what we call the consumer fireworks, and that's what was legalized in 2017. And those are fireworks that have less than 50 milligrams of explosive material. Those are the ones that you can buy at the tents. The ones that you cannot buy as a consumer and you cannot use, illegal fireworks, are those that have more than 50 milligrams of explosive material. And those are the ones that we think of M80s, M100s or silver salutes, cherry bombs, things like that need to be left to professionals who've gone through special training and licensing to go ahead and shoot off those fireworks. And then the top level of fireworks are what they call display fireworks. And those are the ones that we go down and we watch on the 4th of July. We go down to the riverfront and we see them really big, up in the air, very pretty, very, very magical. But those need to be set off by those who have been through specialized training and are licensed to do so. So sometimes people say, well, people get hurt using fireworks, and that's true. That's true. Fortunately, it's not as much as it could be. However, we have far too many injuries here in Muscatine and here in the state. About 60% of the people who are injured are those who are handling the fireworks. So please, if you're out shooting something off, make sure everyone else is back so we can kind of protect that other 40% of the people who become injured. As far as the injuries themselves, 50% are to the hands. And it kind of makes sense when people are lighting things off and their hands are the closest to the fireworks, or if they're doing something they shouldn't do, they're not using common sense and are actually holding the fireworks. That's how hand injuries occur. Some other common injury sites are the eyes. Some people suggest that you wear safety glasses, something like that. Many people don't. But keep in mind that about 32% of the fireworks injuries are actually to the eyes themselves. Another common injury location is the face. Kind of makes sense. If your eyes are a common site, then your face probably is as well. About 27% of the injuries we've seen in Iowa recently have been fireworks injuries to the face. And in the rest, about 20% are injuries to the torso. So please, be safe when you shoot off fireworks. Please remember that a lot of our neighbors have pets, especially dogs this time of year. They get really upset with the noises and the bangs and the noise, everything all together. So if you can, try to get something that isn't quite as noisy, or again, limit your use of the fireworks to the allowed times. That really helps. And above all, my quick, down and dirty fireworks safety message to you is, please follow the rules and use common sense.